Aliens, flat earth, the Anunnaki. What's going on? Let's try to figure it out.
There's another one that actually escaped from captivity.
Yo.
But he actually convinced his interpreter or his interrogator to help him escape because the program was trying to get him to open a portal for them, and they wanted control of it. And the guy eventually, the interrogator actually pushed him into the portal and had surreptitiously given him back to his own home world. And it ended that guy's career probably.
A portal?
Yeah.
And what kind of portal are we talking about?
You're talking like it's kind of like a way of opening a wormhole that you can control.
And did they say where this thing was accomplished and how?
I think it was also in reticuli. I think it was another being from the reticuli system.
Right, but the portal. Where's this portal? How is it accomplished?
The portal, I thought, I was trying to think. It sounded like it might have been on the Pacific Northwest or the West Coast area is where this was taking place.
And did they say how the portal was made? Was this made by them?
They had recovered parts of one, and they were trying to complete it, and they were trying to get this being to help them complete the portal so that they could use it for their advantage.
Like a Stargate.
Yeah.
Like a real Stargate.
Correct. Yeah.
He convinced his interpreter that if he didn't get back and if he didn't get home, really bad things were going to happen. And that guy just kind of felt like, hey, I got kids and whatever.
Right. I don't want society to destroy.
Right.
Plus, he had some compassion for him.
Yes.
He's been working with him for a while.
Yeah. So when he got the chance, he was just like, get him in there.
I can't remember all the things. I think they had to keep this entity tied to a chair or something so he couldn't do anything. And that's why he needed the help of the guy that was the interpreter. He had to push him into the portal on the chair that he was tied to.
Yeah.
According to the ancient book of Enoch, this mountain is where the angelic watchers descended to earth. These rebellious angels took human wives, giving birth to the Nephilim, a race of giants that brought chaos to the world. Located on the border of modern-day Syria and Lebanon, Mount Hermon is one of the most mysterious places on earth. Archaeologists have even uncovered a temple in Stele near the base of the mountain, believed to be dedicated to the fallen angels. These ancient artifacts suggest that the mountain was once a center for pagan worship of these spiritual beings. It's also believed to be the site of the transfiguration of Jesus. Described in the Gospels, the transfiguration was the moment when Jesus revealed his divine nature to his disciples. While the Bible doesn't name the mountain, Mount Hermon is traditionally thought to be the location based on early Christian writings. Some believe Jesus chose this mountain to also display his power over the angels that once fell there.
This is one of the first ever reportings of UFO. 1803, Hitachi province of Japan. This is where it gets crazy, right? This is relevant. This happened on the sea, by the shore.
Okay.
And there were fishermen, right? Japanese fishermen just fishing. All of a sudden, he sees this big sphere. It was floating in the water, and out came a woman.
What the heck?
This is all documented in ancient Japanese writing, fam. Like, they were saying it seemed as if it was made of resin, crystal, and cast iron. But this was the weird part. What they said the woman looked like. Pale, pinkish skin. Everyone in Japan has what color hair?
Yeah.
She popped out of that with red hair. She was carrying a box. She always held it tight and never let anyone get close.
Yeah.
People were really confused and wondering why. There was one old man, elder of the village or whatever. He was able to get a story from her. She explained to him that she was vanished from where she was. She was in love with a man and things fell through. And for whatever reason, the old man thought that she might be holding a...
Oh my God, dude. When the video's cut off, it's the worst. Trying to learn about this red-headed alien, bro. What are you doing? I'm not going to go looking for the other episode. I'm not going to find it. It's nowhere to be found. So, are the Nephilim half alien, or are they half angel, or are they half demon? Angels and aliens the same thing? Are demons and aliens the same thing? What's going on with all that?
You were speaking about parallel universes.
Right. There's 7 of them.
How do they exist? I mean, how do we know there's parallel universes?
All right. Is that chair you sitting on solid?
Yeah.
It's an atom. That's not solid. It's 0.99999% solid, so it's not solid. It's moving, but you can't go through it yet unless you vibrate right. If you vibrate right, you'll go through that floor. You don't get it. We live in a magic world. The world's not real. When you sleep and when you awake, it's the same. But only thing when you come in this world, you get your taste. and in your other world you don't get your taste, that's another universe too. I can control it, and you can too. Well, you do control it, you just don't know it yet. If you think something, and then you say something, and then you go do something, that's gonna happen. If you think like, I wanna be rich, then you gonna be rich if you start moving like you're rich. So it's kind of like you get to choose. That's one thing I like about life, right? Because you get to choose.
So when we dream, what is that?
You go into that dimension, right? You're supposed to bring information back from there. See, a lot of people just dream and they get up and say, I just had this dream, and they don't understand they're supposed to use that information. Because you kind of like got that from God.
What about the dreams that you can remember it vividly, but it's like gone in a split second, right?
That's when it kind of get confusing. Like, I don't know if I'm sleeping when I'm awake or when I'm sleeping when I'm awake. I kind of like don't know the difference.
I would like to kind of go through the 10 Commandments with you and give me your take on each commandment.
Come on, God.
Now let me do it, please.
Come on, Jesus told you, there's only one commandment.
What's that?
Love your brother. When you follow love, all the commandments have been done. That's what Jesus said. So, Mama, we ain't got to talk about the other 10. They don't exist.
Yeah.
That was man. That man.
Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Just love. If you love a motherfucker, you ain't gonna steal from him. Stop playing.
Wait.
Just love.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
If you love a motherfucker, you ain't go around cheating on your wife and keep fucking. Stop playing on me. It's love. Everything love.
So when a man steps on a roach, what's that?
Ain't love. You shouldn't even kill a roach. I mean, if you kill a roach, that's murder. In the eyes of God. I still gotta wait to see our plan. But yeah, it's murder.
But put a bomb in your house, that's genocide then.
It just depends on whose side of the house. If your kids is like Satan, then you gotta kill them. Because you always gotta kill the devil. And then sometimes the devil come in the form of your kids.
How would you be able to identify that?
It come all kind of ways. It come with your wife. It come with your kids. You identify good by love, peace. So anything opposite of that is the devil. That's what I'm about. Anything. That's how you identify the devil. Anything bad. Everybody the devil. You the devil. I'm the devil. We are the devil. That's what I'm about.
But you said you was God, though.
Yeah, I'm the God and the devil's the same. Can't trick the game. God and the devil the same.
I don't know who Homeboy is, but the first clip of him, I was kind of on board. I'm like, oh, damn, that's tight. Like, I get that. I agree with a lot of that shit. And then the second one, he was like, I was like, all right, bro. All right, pump the brakes a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. You're saying some out of pocket right now. Just chill out. Chill for a minute.
Demons are not an independent entity. They are the negative side of the archetypal collective consciousness of our people. They manifest as your level of fear carves them out of the clay of our collective consciousness and represents what the issue is that you're dealing with on the negative side, on the dark side. And that's why in the past we instinctively say, face your demons, because they are your demons. They're not independent beings. They are our demons. We create them as a way of creating something, manifesting something that is more tangible out of the collective archetypal consciousness of our society, of our species. And that's why in the past people made lists of the demonic qualities. And if you look at those lists, you will see that they are simply the negative qualities of humanity. There's a demon of greed. There's a demon of lust. There's a demon, So it's like, yeah, we're facing that, but it's our creation reflected back to us in a way that helps us understand how to go through the process of overcoming that. They're not independent entities. They're our creations.
I can definitely get behind that. I'm not really big on the whole, spirituality thing. So when it comes to like angels and demons being like actual beings, maybe, sure, I don't know. I can't say yes or no. But I definitely think that a lot of scriptures, like in the Bible and other ancient texts and holy books, are just metaphors.
The Quantum Veil Conspiracy. The government has been working in secret with extraterrestrial beings not to study alien life, but to maintain a fragile truce with entities from other dimensions. Entities we have historically called demons. These entities are actually highly evolved interdimensional beings that feed on human emotional energy, particularly fear and despair. Layer 1, the fake alien narrative. The global rise in UFO sightings and disclosure of alien contact by government agencies like the Pentagon is part of an elaborate smokescreen. While alien life does exist, the government has been using the alien narrative as a cover to hide their dealings with beings from parallel dimensions. The aliens people see are actually advanced drones or holograms designed to deflect attention from these darker truths. Layer 2, the interdimensional harvest. These demonic beings operate on a frequency just beyond human perception, accessible only through certain technology or altered states of consciousness. They harvest human emotional energy, which they need to survive. Wars, pandemics, and mass tragedies aren't just unfortunate accidents, but orchestrated events designed to generate this energy on a global scale. The governments of the world, in exchange for advanced knowledge and technology, allow this energy harvesting to take place. Layer 3, quantum computing and the veil. Quantum computers, such as those developed by companies like Google and D-Wave, aren't just for scientific breakthroughs. They are keys to piercing the dimensional barrier known as the quantum veil. Through these computers, the government communicates with these entities, negotiating the terms of their treaties. However, every use of this technology weakens the barrier between dimensions, risking a catastrophic breach where these entities could flood into our reality unchecked. Layer 4, the real reason behind global censorship. The rise of global surveillance and censorship isn't just about controlling misinformation. It's about silencing those who uncover the interdimensional agenda. Whistleblowers who come too close are discredited or disappear because the truth about this alien-demon alliance would cause mass panic. Additionally, the entities demand that humanity remains largely ignorant of their existence because awareness dilutes the effectiveness of their energy harvesting. Why it all makes sense. 1. Unexplainable advancements. The rapid leaps in technology, especially quantum computing and AI, could be attributed to knowledge gifted by these beings. 2. Global coordination. The unusual level of secrecy and coordination between rival nations hints at a larger, shared purpose beyond politics. 3. Historic parallels. Ancient civilizations spoke of beings who fed on human fear, like the archons in Gnosticism. This narrative aligns with historical texts, but reinterprets them scientifically. 4th, psychological evidence. Human emotional energy and its measurable effects on the environment, like mass meditations reducing crime, suggest that consciousness might play a role in this interdimensional exchange. What they don't want you to know. The aliens we're preparing to welcome might actually be interdimensional predators. Large-scale tragedies could be less about power and more about feeding unseen entities. The push for AI isn't just about automation. It's about building a bridge for these beings to interface directly with our reality.
Yikes. That's scary, man. That's really scary. So where do you stand on aliens being interdimensional beings? I think there's a good chance that there's, like, all of it's true. You know, not every single thing, not every single theory. You know, I'm not that guy. I try to be as realistic as possible. But I can see, with as vast as the universe is, assuming you're not a flat earther and think that, like, we're just stuck on this flat plane here with the firmament and all that stuff, based on what mainstream science says about outer space, as big as it is, it would be stupid. And we'd be super conceited to think that we were the only thing living in all that. But let me know what you think. Check out the merch. The link's below. Subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you want to see in the next one.